Liverpool fans, full attention. Today's news is absolutely unbelievable. Jurgen Klopp, even after leaving the club, is reportedly demanding 2 Liverpool stars as part of a major squad overhaul at Real Madrid. Meanwhile, Liverpool are shocking the market by being open to selling one of the biggest stars of the recent era, and no, it's not Salah. To top it off, the Reds have already made contact with a £50 million rated player described as exceptional for a potential immediate move. Welcome, supporter of the greatest club in the world. Stay with me because this afternoon's updates are unmissable. According to reports, Jurgen Klopp is demanding 2 Liverpool players as part of the conditions for accepting Real Madrid's proposal as the Spanish Giants attempt to convince the former Reds manager to replace Xabi Alonso at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid suffered a 2-0 defeat to Celta Vigo on Sunday, with Williat Swedberg scoring both goals for the visitors. Fran Garcia and Alvaro Carreras were sent off for the home side, adding to the frustration. Alonso has already been under pressure due to the team's inconsistent performances this season, and the latest poor showing has left Real Madrid 4 points behind leaders Barcelona, who beat Real Betis 5-3 on Saturday. Abandoning his usual calm and composed demeanor, Alonso launched a surprising tirade against the referee after the loss to Celta Vigo. After the defeat, Alonso strongly criticized the referee, saying his decisions drove the team mad and that the situation got out of control. The pressure at the Bernabeu has increased, and Spanish media claim he could be sacked if Real Madrid lose to Manchester City in the Champions League. Jurgen Klopp is considered Real Madrid's main target to replace him. Reports say the German would only accept the job if he had full control over squad planning and if the club carried out several sales and signings in January, especially the arrival of a new center-back. Jurgen Klopp is said to want a new center-back, a midfielder, and a forward. Liverpool's Ibrahima Konate is seen as a possible target, while Real Madrid could take advantage of Mohamed Salah's current situation at Liverpool. In another report from the same source, Liverpool are keeping a close eye on a Real Madrid player, with the Reds willing to pay an astronomical fee for Jude Bellingham in the summer. The report continues, Liverpool want to rebuild the squad, and one of their main targets is the 22-year-old star. If his performances don't improve, Florentino Perez could consider selling him as long as the club recoups the initial investment. European football analyst Andy Brazel, however, insists Klopp will not end up at Real Madrid, calling the idea unrealistic. Speaking on TalkSport, Brazel said, "It won't be Klopp. I would love to leave my comfortable job at Red Bull just to walk straight into that madhouse." Amid the delicate situation involving Salah, Swiss Sky journalist Sacha Tavolieri has revealed that Liverpool are open to selling another key player in the squad, Alisson, the 33-year-old Brazilian international who has been a crucial figure for the Reds since 2018. The goalkeeper is under contract with the current Premier League champions until the summer of 2027. AC Milan are said to have already made contact with Alisson's representatives, viewing the Brazilian as a possible replacement for Mike Maignan, whose contract expires at the end of the season. Although analyst Dean Jones claims that Milan want to extend Maignan's deal, the Italian club are simultaneously working on identifying a successor in case the renewal does not happen. According to Tavolieri, the timing may be ideal for Milan to make their move, as Liverpool are willing to consider a sale next summer. The journalist adds that because Alisson is under contract until 2027 and is already 33, any transfer would likely be completed for a reasonable fee. Why are Liverpool open to selling Alisson? Alisson is widely regarded as one of the best goalkeepers in the world and has won 2 Premier League titles and a Champions League since arriving from Roma. His importance is universally acknowledged. After Liverpool's 1-0 win over Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League, for example, former defender Stephen Warnock praised him heavily on BBC Sports' Football Daily podcast, highlighting his world-class saves and stating that, at his best, he is the finest goalkeeper on the planet. Warnock praised his reading of the game, quick reactions, precise decision-making, and excellence in one-on-one situations. According to him, when Alisson is in form, he becomes almost unbeatable. However, 3 key factors influence Liverpool's position. 1. Age. At 33, reflexes naturally begin to decline, and deterioration for goalkeepers can happen suddenly. 2. Recent injuries. Since the start of the 2024-25 season, Alisson has suffered multiple muscle issues, particularly in the thigh and hamstrings. 3. Successor already lined up. Liverpool reached an agreement with Valencia in 2024 to bring in Georgi Mumardashvili from the 2025-26 season onwards. The 25-year-old Georgian has been outstanding. In 10 appearances for the Reds this season, he has kept 3 clean sheets and shown impressive consistency. Given these factors, Liverpool believe this may be the ideal moment to make the transition and allow Alisson to leave while his market value remains high. According to information reported by Team Talk, Liverpool have taken a significant step in the transfer market by making initial contact with Borussia Dortmund defender Nico Schlotterbeck to discuss a possible future move. The center-back, currently one of the most highly valued defenders in German football, is estimated to be worth around £50 million by the Bundesliga club. This approach comes at a strategic time, as other defensive targets on Liverpool's radar, such as Mark Guehi and Dayo Upamecano, could be available for free at the end of the season if they fail to renew their contracts with Crystal Palace and Bayern Munich, respectively. Even so, Liverpool's specific interest in Schlotterbeck suggests that the club sees him as a uniquely suitable fit for the defensive unit. Reports indicate that Liverpool have begun talks with the intention of bringing him to Anfield in 2026, with negotiations potentially reaching up to £50 million. Naturally, this raises the major question: could Schlotterbeck be the ideal successor to Virgil van Dijk? On the pitch, the 26-year-old defender presents numbers that clearly justify Liverpool's interest. He combines technical quality in possession with strong defensive solidity, completing an impressive 92.5% of his passes in this season's Champions League and averaging 1.8 tackles per match. His mature, reliable playing style has drawn praise from key figures in European football. Germany manager Julian Nagelsmann has already described him as a truly exceptional player, reinforcing the belief that Schlotterbeck is at the perfect stage of his career to take on greater responsibility. With the World Cup approaching next summer, the defender is widely expected to be one of the pillars of the national team. At Liverpool, even though Virgil van Dijk remains a major reference point and is expected to stay at the club for several more years, preparing his natural successor is inevitable. All signs indicate that Schlotterbeck has the ideal characteristics to eventually step into that central role. Replacing one of the greatest defenders of the modern era is almost impossible, but the German's ability and career timing suggests that he could arrive in 2026 ready to make an immediate impact at Anfield. Thank you very much for watching until the end. See you next time.